Howdy, howdy, fellow YouTubers. Mr. Z Bunch of Numbers here with the final hoorah haul. That's right, I'm going to be heading out of town. I'm going to be going to Alaska tomorrow, so this is my last chance to do a video before I go. I'm going to upload it when I get in Alaska, but I'm going to go ahead and do it before I go, while I can have all these cars. Because otherwise, they're going to have to wait till I get back to Alaska, and I don't want to update these in August. So anyways, I went out on a hunt today before I met my lovely Z-lady for lunch, and I called my collector friend Mike before I went out hunting because I've actually come to find out that he hunts for Hot Wheels every single day. He has a routine, gets up, door warms at Target, heads over to Toys R Us, then Kmart, and then he hits up every single Walmart, and that's all in between the opening of Target and then the opening of Toys R Us, because Toys R Us opens at 10, Target opens at 8, and in between he can go to Walmart's, and then after Target or Toys R Us he goes to more Walmart's, and pretty much by the end of the day, not even end of the day, but by about 1 to 2 o'clock he's already done with his routine, and that's why we don't find a ton, because he goes every single day. I think out of all the collectors in our area, he has the most religious routine. So anyways, I called him and asked him if he had already been anywhere, because it was about 8:30. He usually starts his routine around 7:30. So I called him. He had already been to one Walmart and Target, or not Target, yeah, Target. And he said that Walmart had put out the Mix K dump bin. Now obviously he goes for the treasure hunts, he goes for super treasure hunts, he goes for pretty much anything except for errors and variations. He's not an error variation guy. So I figured, well, I'll head back there later today to go through the entire dump bin to get through the errors. Because usually there's about 2 to 3 errors in a dump bin. So anyways, I headed out to the other Walmarts that he hadn't been to already. Found zip, zero, nada, except for the mystery models. That's right. Finally ran into the second wave of the mystery models. This Ford Falcon XB I got right here. Very good color. I don't know why my camera's not focusing at all right now, but yes, very good color on this Falcon XB. Very cool and just absolutely stunning. And then the other ones I picked up, I still got in the package, so I'm going to go ahead and open them up for you. I saw Race Grooves had put up a video on these mystery models, so he may have already pointed this out, but there's a new feature on these packets. There's a little see-through hole here on the bottom corner, and I've actually found that it's really helpful because you can actually check the entire car to make sure, or to see if there's any errors on it. You can check to see if the wheels are missing chrome or if it's missing wheels. You can check for tampos, just because it's got this little clear hole on the bottom, so you can rotate the car around in the package and you can see if there are any errors on it. So that's a really cool feature that Mattel added to these that I'm really happy they added, because now you can check for errors. You don't have to buy every single one, hope that maybe you'll find one. You can actually check for it. So anyways, now that I'm done babbling about that, I'm going to go ahead and open this number 10 mystery model, second wave. Now keep in mind, I already checked these for errors, so I'm pretty sure unless I miss something, there's not going to be any errors on these. Oops, dropped it. This is a really nice feature model here. Got the black on the wheels. I can't remember what the model name on this one is. Yeah, I don't know what the model name on it is, but you guys can call me out on that if you want. But yeah, this is a flat, just absolute matte black, very nice flame details. It's got number 6 on there, the orange wheels with the black paint on it, as opposed to the first run of this, which had kind of a subtle, kind of smoked gray to it. This is really nice detail. So that was a really cool one that I picked up. Don't usually pick up those weird goofy models, but that one was too cool to pass. Then the next one I picked up, if I can get it open, bear with me here, is the Astro Funk. I know that George Man here on YouTube, or Big Daddy Diecast, is looking for one of these. They should be fairly easy to come by eventually at some point. But yeah, there was about 3 of these in the little count case that I saw, and I had to pick one of them up. Looks pretty cool. I like the green bubble. It kind of gives it a funky look. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. It's got a little bit of a bend in the wheels from being in those loose type packages. So that might be one beef that These mystery models are going to probably have more bent axles with these open wheel cars, but still a very cool mystery model. So I got those two, and then Mrs. Z got the red convertible Camaro. I don't have that one. It's kind of like a burnt orange color, but very cool. And then on my next stop, I went to another Walmart, and that was the Walmart that my buddy had already been to, and picked up a couple of cool models. You got the 70 Ford Torino. Not going to be able to see this well at all for some reason, because my camera's not focusing. But this is a very nice model. Can't wait to see the black and silver variation to come out for this one. Very slick, low to the ground car. Very nice. And then the one that I really wanted to pick up is this Olds 442 with the Hearst decos. Very cool Hearst Olds. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, I got that one, and this one is really hard to find one with a decal on the side that wasn't messed up. A lot of them were messed up, and either that or the casting on the body was messed up, and I had to go through a lot of these to find a nice one. So just be aware of that. If you're looking for this one and you're looking for a nice one, it's probably going to be a little bit harder, and you want to make sure to check it before you go. And then last but not least, after all the babbling, comes the cool stuff. Since my buddy doesn't collect variations or errors, I pretty much always find good stuff in the dump bins that he's first to. The first one that I came across of was this Solar Reflex. Now the cool thing about this one, if you look in the back there, you can see something white. It's a little piece of fabric that's wedged in between the window and the body. It's finally one of those extra fabric pieces, errors, that I've been looking to get. This one and the inspector stickers, where it's like a letter and it's a sticker that's put on the side of the car to point to a flaw. Still looking for that one, but finally got one of these fabric errors. It's not terribly common. This is the first one I've seen in the wild. I've seen plenty of them on eBay, but finally found one in the wild. Then I picked up a flipper. This one's not even flipper, it's just installed in the package wrong. And the reason why I say it's not a flipper is because this thing, just plain and simple, could not have flipped in the package. It's really tight in the packaging. It's not going to roll around, and that's generally how I tell if it was a flipper or just installed in the package wrong, is when the package is tight and the car is big enough where it doesn't kind of wiggle around. That tells you that it was installed that way, and if you bought it new off the pegs. If you buy something like this on eBay, there's just no way of knowing whether or not it is. But when it's fresh off the pegs and it's a brand new mix of cars, you can be pretty rest assured that it actually came from the factory that way. And I know it did, so that's all that matters. So anyways, found that little non-flipper, but installed and packaged backwards. And then this is the sweet one. I got one more after this, but this one's cool. Give you guys a couple seconds to check it out. Well, I'm sure if you're paying attention, you know exactly why this car is unique. This thing is missing the interior. It has the windows, but it does not have the interior. I apologize for the blurriness. Makes it kind of hard to see, but you can look through and you can actually see the rivet post in the middle there. The grille is actually one piece with the interior, so since the interior is missing, the grille's also missing. So I'm going to call this one the gutless Ford Mustang. Them Fords, they're just gutless, I tell you. I'm kidding, Ford folks. I'm not going to hate on your Mustang. It's a cool car. Not agreeing with this Miami Dolphin color scheme, but cool nonetheless. Really cool to have a no interior error. This is the second one I have, but the first one of a real car, not just like a kind of a fakey model. So yeah, I have the roll cage that has a missing interior, but this one's really nice. It's still got the window insert and no interior. Really cool gutless Mustang. And last but not least, after all of my babbling, the one error that I'm extremely excited to find is finally an Adult Collector Series Real Rider Tire error. That's right, folks. Give it a check. It is the rigor mortar from the newest Boulevard's case assortment. Give you guys a couple seconds to look this one over. Try to figure out the error. Well, if you haven't figured it out by now, the error on this one is it is the reversed wheels. The big wheel on the front, small wheels on the back. It's supposed to be the other way around. Now, the interesting thing about this is when I picked it off the pegs, my friend had already gone through these cars. Actually, he didn't go through them. That's the point. And the reason why he didn't go through them is because of